Hey you guys, what's up? Hope you're taking care of yourself, wearing condoms, eating your vegetables. Adult decisions. Today I have a story time video. It's really embarrassing, but I feel like me sharing this will make people feel less alone because I feel like a lot of people have been in this kind of situation or something similar to it, and they're just too embarrassed and scarred to even talk about it. So I will do your dirty work and I will share my story. Quick disclaimer, if you don't know what Tinder is, it's basically an app. You see local guys or girls in your area, and you basically judge them on their looks. You either swipe right or swipe left, yes or no. And if you both swipe right, then you match up and you can message each other, whatever. So I matched with this guy and he seemed really cool. I mean, really nice. He was really cute. So we messaged on the app for a few days. And then he was like, hey, do you want to text me? And I was like, sure. So he gave me his number, we're texting, blah, blah, blah. And at that point, I was like, okay, send me some other pictures of yourself so that I know, you're not a catfish, like you're real. Like, let me see other pictures of your face. He sends me some other pictures. This is the first alarm that goes off in my head. The pictures looked kind of old. Like, they didn't look like they were taken on a new phone. They looked like they were taken on like an older iPhone or like not the best quality. You know what I'm talking about. Like the quality is like a little gritty. It just looked kind of weird. Then one day we're texting and he's like, hey, would you want to come over one day and we can, watch movies, blah, 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 whatever. I was like, ooh, probably don't want to meet someone for the first time at their house, but I was literally 17 and I was very naive and very stupid. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go over to your house. Let me paint the picture for you, honey. The night that I was supposed to go to his house, I live in Louisiana, okay? This is during the winter, and it rarely snows here. It rarely gets below freezing, anything like that. I'm such a dumbass. It was literally like below 30 degrees. The roads had been frozen over, honey, for like 3 days. The interstates were just opening up as I was getting ready to leave. I'm literally on the interstate for like an hour. It should have taken 20 minutes to get there. And this is alarm number 2. He starts texting me, and I told him I was on the way. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there. The roads are frozen over. They're trying to clear traffic. The interstate's just opened up. I'm like, I don't know how long it's going to take me, blah, blah, blah. He's texting me, and he's like, can't you hurry up? Like, what's taking so long? Like, are you even going to come? Like, are you even going to show up? Are you flaking out on me? And I'm just like, I feel attacked. Making me seem like it's my fault. And it really wasn't. It was the weather goddess's fault. I finally get off of the interstate. So I'm pulling up, and the address that it takes me to is an apartment complex, but it's not like one of those gated complexes or like anything like that. It's basically a parking lot that you drive into. So there's a parking lot, and then there's just this huge building with like one main door. That's the only way to get into the building. So it's basically a building full of rooms. Literally going in, walking through the building, it was giving me very like Bates Motel vibes. I was like, what is going on behind these closed doors? Like, are there sweatshops here? Are there like meth labs? I don't even know. What am I doing here? I get to his apartment number and I'm knocking on the door, and I knock like 3 times and I don't hear anything. I text him while I'm at the door and I'm like, hey, I'm at your door, blah, blah, blah. Are you here? Are you not? Can I go home? Like, I'm really ready to go because I'm already scared. So about a minute after I text him, I'm about to dip, okay? I hear like water running in his apartment. And I'm like, what is that? And then I hear it shut off and I hear someone say, give me a minute, I'll be right there. So I'm like, okay, he must have been like, washing his hands. He's a clean, good Christian boy. Awesome. Love. The moment I've been waiting for. He opens the door. It's opening slowly. My heart is beating out of my chest. I'm breathing so fast. I'm so nervous. I feel like that upper lip sweat, honey, like that shit that will get you clocked so quick. He's opening the door and I finally see him. Let me just describe to you what this man looked like. Okay, first of all, he's only wearing a pair of boxers. He's like wet, like his skin is wet, his hair is wet, and He looks like the person from the pictures, but like vaguely, very vaguely. And that's like my third red flag. I'm like, first of all, why are you in your underwear? We did not plan on doing the dirty, honey. I just wanted to come over and hang out with you. I thought that's what we were doing. Like maybe play some Pokemon, maybe like play with some Legos or like build a gingerbread house. It's like kind of Christmas time. I don't really know. He basically says hi, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, you know, what's up? Like, how are you? He's walking me into his apartment, and this is basically what it is. Okay, there's like a small kitchen to the left, and then there's his living room, which is bare as fuck, honey. It is like the bare necessities. There's a TV on the floor, not even raised up, it's just on the floor. The seating arrangement was quite quaint. A lawn chair and a beanbag. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, this guy told me he's 23. He's out of college. He's a teacher. Yet this is your setup. I'm not judging your life. I'm just saying I think some things went wrong. I'm like, are you hungry? Because like I'm hella hungry. Like let's go somewhere in public. Get me out of here. I want to be around people when you try to attack me. Okay. So he's like, yeah, there's this Chinese place down the street. Let's call him, blah, 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 order. And at that point, he told me he was going to buy my dinner. I was like, okay, if I don't die, at least I got a free meal out of this. You know, mama got to eat. So I was like, okay, we call the Chinese place, order our meals, wait a couple minutes, and then we head out the door. So we're walking down back through the apartments to the parking lot. We get to his car. It's covered in ice, okay? It is covered in ice. So he's like, yeah, I'm actually from the north. I have a window scraper in my trunk. So he's going in his trunk. I'm kind of like behind him looking over in the trunk, looking for, you know, any suggestive objects, rope, zip ties, duct tape, body bags. And we get in the car and we drive to the Chinese restaurant. Okay, so he gets out of the car to go pay for the takeout. He's like, do you want to come in with me? I'm like, no, I'll stay here, you know, in the car. Let me have my panic attack by myself. So I notice while he's in there, I look over at the ignition where his keys are, and he's got a little keychain where you basically like keep your like debit cards and credit cards and driver's license, all that stuff. So I go to look at his license because it's like right on the front, and I'm like, let's bust this dude. Like, let me see if he's been lying about anything. I look on the ID, find out he's 29. That's a problem for me. You lied to me. That's not cool. That's not okay. He gets in the car. I'm like, honestly, I just want to go back to his house, eat, and then make a break for it. So we get back to his house. We're unloading our food from the bag. I'm like, this meal is going to save me. I need calories. Like, I need energy for when I sprint out of the door, down the steps. In my mind, I'm already like planning my escape route. I'm like, all right, exit the door. Ba, ba, ba. Punch him in the face. Kick him in the balls. Like, just, I'm planning it all out in my head. Okay. So I open my entree. I had gotten like, I think chicken lettuce wrap, something with, it was like some kind of lettuce wrap. And I'm like, I see the lettuce and I don't see any meat. So I'm like, okay, it must be under the lettuce. So I'm like lifting up the lettuce. They forgot the meat, honey. I am not a vegetarian. Mama needs meat, okay? I need meat on these bones and on my body. I am not a thin girl, okay? I'm basically just like, okay, so yours looks good. Can I have a bite? I'm sorry, babe. I'm really hungry. I need to eat all of it. What? I am in this beanbag, literally just gripping the sides. I'm like, okay. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty tired. I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm like, great idea. I'll head out. You go to sleep. Nice meeting you. Text me. I'm looking at my phone, about to leave, and I get an alert. Like, you know how sometimes you get those like bad weather alerts or whatever? So one of them came up and it was like, severe ice, whatever, interstate blah, blah, blah is closed again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I am stuck here. I can't leave. I'm like honestly wanting to cry because I'm so upset. I pulled out all the tricks, honey. I was like, yeah, I don't really feel good, so I'm just gonna lay on the couch. You can go lay in your bed and I'll stay here. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. So for the rest of the night and the morning, I do not sleep at all. So I'm playing on my phone. I'm like playing Angry Birds. I'm listening to Rihanna music videos on YouTube. Like I'm just praying that my phone battery lasts because I didn't bring my charger. It's like 3 a.m. I get a notification on my phone telling me that the interstate is open back up. And I'm like, okay, this is my chance. I am Anne Frank. Like I'm about to break out. Like this is my escape. Slowly gathering all of my things, and I'm being very quiet. And he has one of those floors that are like really squeaky when you walk on them. And like, I'm not a light girl. Like I've got some weight to me, honey. So I'm trying to walk like very softly, not make any noise, not wake up the crypt keeper in his bedroom. I make it to the door. I'm like unlocking it. It's one of those like slide locks. I'm like, okay, like let's do this. Get me out. I open the door. I'm walking out. And right before I close the door to his apartment, I hear his bedroom door open. Literally got into my car and hauled ass out of that parking lot so fast. I have never been so happy in my life, girl. I was like, I'm free. I will live another day. I'm like literally thinking to myself, you are an idiot. You are an idiot. You are an idiot. So basically the moral of the story is don't go to a guy's house that you've never met before. That's so irresponsible, so dumb. I'm sure a lot of us has done it before in the age of like Tinder and like social media. It's so easy to just talk to a guy and think you know him pretty well and trust him easily. And really he turns out to not be who he says he is. So just be careful, take care of yourself. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos. It really means the world to me. If you like these kind of story time videos, I have a lot of crazy shit that's happened to me. So if you want me to do more, just thumbs up this video. Let me know that you liked it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.